Hey everybody, so this is going to be kind of our look at what Diigo is. We mentioned that you're going to have this project kind of over this entire course where you're working with this tool called Diigo. So one of the things I did was I had used Diigo previously in one of my former jobs. And I actually decided today, I thought, you know what, I'm going to set up a new account to go through this course with you all so I could kind of take you from the start and show you really how Diigo works and the different ways you can leverage it. So from the very start, what you're going to do is you're going to want to head to Diigo.com. And here's this is part of the assignment, and it's a little trick here, is when you're going to go sign up, you'll notice there's all kinds of different options. There's free, there's these basic ones. But down here, you see, want more details of all the plans as well as education specials. Well, if we learn more there, you'll notice to the far right, there is a teacher and for educators button here, and it's free. And you can see the difference here. How many highlights can you do? It just gives you some of those more advanced features for free, which we all like. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to click apply here. You should see this screen, and what will happen is you read right here. You can apply for this account option here after you've signed up. So go ahead and sign up for Diigo. And then once you get signed up, you can look right up here. All this is diigo.com/education. Once you sign up using your school email address, make sure you use your school email address, you'll click this link here, which will take you to a screen where it allows you to fill out all the different information, what school you're part of, what's your school email address, all those things, and then they'll activate in a couple days. They'll activate this free account for you. So that's pretty nice to have, nice feature. So that's one of the first things you want to do. Once you get into it, you will get to your library. Okay, so in a previous video, I just mentioned that Diigo really is a bookmarking tool. It's web-based though. That's kind of a neat thing because no matter where you go, as long as you can get to Diigo, you can get to your material. So how do we use Diigo? What's going on here? Couple different ways. The first big plus button right here, top right corner, I can add a web page in here. So it's asking me for a URL. So I can type in let's do google.com/education. Next. Kind of checks, see if it likes my link. There it is. It even pulled the title in. Okay, so it knew that one. We're good to go. Down here, tags. So what is a tag? A tag is a way that you can search later being more descriptive. So here I might use the tag Google. Space, I'm going to say education is a tag, and I'm going to say technology. We'll do that right there. So there's three separate tags: Google, education, technology. If you need a description, you feel free to put that in, not necessary, but you can. Google for education, we can just copy that in there from the title. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and click add. We'll get to some of these a little bit later. And you'll see here right at the top, there is Google for Education. Okay, so if I click this, it's going to take me into what is a text version of this web page. So trying to kind of see what this is, but all I have to do here is click google.com, and it's going to take me right to Google for Education. Okay, so that is really the first part of what Diigo is. It's this curation area. Now those tags, where do they come into play? Well, you can see over here I have my tags, education, there's 9, create, 5. Well, create, what is create? Well, let's click on that one. These are all different sites where I can create, you can create, your students can create. So what I've done is I've tagged them with the word create. So when I look at that, that's going to automatically pull. So when you're thinking, oh, I need something to do for, I need this project coming up, man, it'd be cool if we could do something online. I go to my create tag, there it is. So that's how a tag can help you out down the road. Okay. Now, obviously, you can probably, as you're looking through some of these, you can probably see maybe some other things I'm interested in. And obviously for this project, feel free to add some things in. If you notice right here, one of the things I like to do is I like to cycle. So if I click on my cycling tab, you'll see here Raleigh, USA. That's the kind of bike I ride. Here's a Bike Radar is a great website for some bike reviews, new tech stuff. So feel free to add something in that's just of your interest. I also like to barbecue. I have way too many grills, but that's like anybody's hobby. A few too many of something. But also really focus this on what kind of things can you do for your classroom that are going to benefit you later on down the road. So one of the things in your assignment that you have to do is talking about using a tool that Diigo provides, this Diigo Lit. And I'm going to actually show you a couple different things you can do here. So if I click on Tools here, you'll see that I have Browser Tools. Now I am using Chrome. I primarily use a Chrome web browser. So in Chrome, I have this option right here of the Diigo extension. Okay, I'm actually gonna get rid of that highlight. Let's go ahead and remove that highlight. Or you can use this Diigo Lit, and I'm going to show you both. Okay, so what this Diigo Lit is this is for all browsers. So if you're using Safari, you're using Internet Explorer, the new Edge browser, this is going to work for you. And what you do is click install, and it's literally going to tell me, please drag this icon up to my bookmarks bar. So right there is my bookmarks bar, right next to Canvas. I'm going to drop it there. Now, if your bookmarks bar is not visible, typically somewhere in a view menu, like here for Chrome, always show the bookmarks bar. In Safari, it'll be somewhere similar, but you'll want to see that bookmarks bar. So what does this little thing do for me? Let's go here to Edutopia. I can take my Diigo Lit right here, and I'm going to click it. Now you'll see right here, it brought down some options here. Okay, I can click Bookmark. And right here, I have the option to save this bookmark. And you'll notice I have a lot of those same options I had before. Now, one thing I don't like about this Diigo Lit is that the private is already checked. Typically, one of the things with Diigo is your links are public, so other people you can follow and you can see what they're following. So think of people in your industry. You follow them on Diigo. You can see their curated lists. You might come across some really cool stuff. So I generally take private off. Again, we can put a description in. And tags, here it gives me some options. Oh, it noticed that these might be related here to what's going on. So we're going to say, yeah, this is definitely, Edutopia definitely throws in ed tech. We're going to say teaching. And then resources is what we're going to say here. For those three, I could always add a new one, and we'll save the bookmark. Now, if I come back to my Diigo library, you will see that Edutopia is sitting right here. There's my ed tech, teaching, resources, and I'm good to go on that. So the next thing I want to show you is very similar to this Diigo Lit that we just used, but it's the Chrome extension for Diigo. In my opinion, it's cleaner. It does very similar things, but it is just a little easier to use, I think, if you're in Chrome. And it will sit right up here in your Chrome extensions. You can see my different extensions, and there's the D for Diigo. So let's move over to this is the Missouri Schoolwide Positive Behavior Support. This is a place I frequent, and so let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? This section on leadership here. I do want to continue this, continue being able to look at this. So I'm going to go ahead and click Diigo. And right here I can click Save. So there, I'm saving it. Here is that exact same menu we just saw. Notice, interestingly enough, private is not checked on this one. So again, I like that. We're going to say this is professional development, this is education. For me, this goes right along with principles, and we're going to say behavior as well. So I'm going to actually throw a lot of tags on that, and then I'm going to hit save. So that is now bookmarked here in Diigo. Let's go back over just to verify. There it is, leadership. And again, you know, that one I probably could have given a little better title to, just so it maybe isn't quite so long right across my screen. But let's take this one step further too. Let's go into this Tier 1 workbook here. Now this is a PDF that we've come up with here, okay? You know, the administrator role, okay. But notice though, I have this option here to annotate with Diigo, okay? What I can do is I can click this, or you know, I can annotate from here as well. I can click annotate here, or I can click on this one. Really doesn't matter. But what is really nice, let's just go here and let's click annotate. It's going to open this up, and now what I can do is I can come in and I can come down here, and this is the administrator role. Okay, principals are the clearinghouse for practice selection. Yep, this is what I kind of wanted to look at. And let's make sure we get this here. Let's get all that. Okay. We are going to actually remove both of those and make sure it looks nice. There we go. Highlighted. Okay, so that section is highlighted right there. I'm going to come back. I'm just going to go ahead and close this now. It's done what it needed to do. And I'm going to close this out. When I go back to Diigo, you will notice here that it grabbed that PDF and it has a 1 by it as well. So if I open this up, it's going to take me right to where I need to be. And then as I go down, you will see that it is still highlighted. So I've annotated it and used it, and it will save it right there as such. If I expand it by clicking on the 1, you will see the actual place where I highlighted. So this can be very powerful for curating. Again, I can tag this if I want. Even though it's very specific PDF, I can still tag it to where it will come up with, we can say, principles again. Maybe I want to add another one that is leadership. And I'm good. There's my 2 tags on that. So this is how Diigo works, and this is what you'll be doing. Now, one other step is I know you're going to have to create some outliners. So what is an outliner? So right here you'll see on my next to my library is my outliners. So we'll click that, and here's one on education, but let's go ahead. Let's create a new one. Let's go ahead. What we're going to say create, and we're called one creation. Creation tools is what we're going to call this. What this is this is an outline. And I mean, it's called their outliners. Well, obviously it's to create outlines. What's really great about it is rather than just being even in a Google Doc or a Word document, and you have to go back and find links or put things in, I can open up my library right here. So let's search in the library. Remember I had a tag for create, so we're going to search for create. Well, down here, there we go. Now we're searching. Right here, oh yeah, I had Magisto on here. Well, I'm going to insert that in. It throws the link in. I can tab over and say, great simple editing tool. I'm going to come down here. Let's go put, you know, one of the things I do like, this is Clip It. We're going to put that one in there too. Let's go ahead and we'll move this one back. Let's delete this. Let's go Shift Tab. Let's move that back over. And then here we're going to put Clip It in. We'll do great for audio recording. So here I'm creating this outline. What's really nice though is you'll notice these are automatically links. So if I click this, it's going to open up on the side. Again, here is this text version of what Magisto is, but all I have to do is click here. Now I'm into Magisto. So it's just a real easy way to even further curate these with these different tools of what you're looking at. And so you can build all of these right here. You can build as many of these as you need to, and then they can of course be shared out with links and whatever need be. So this is Diigo. It's one of those where if you get used to using it, I think it can be very powerful because again, no matter where I sit down on my computer, I log into Diigo, there's everything I need. And there is a mobile app for Diigo as well. We talked earlier about our mobile lifestyles. Well, there's a mobile app for Diigo. And it has some pretty powerful things built in to where when you're just sitting down looking at your phone, you can save something to Diigo very quickly. So that is what you're going to be doing. Remember, you're going to need 50 links in there, 50 different bookmarks. You are going to put 3 tags on each one of those. And then I believe, and I will correct myself if I'm wrong, but I think it's 5 outliners you'll need in there after you set up this account and make it an education account, and everything will be great. Thanks so much.